Rick Perry said the obvious today at the Heritage Foundation. He was speaking there about the Mexican border situation when someone asked him about the threat from ISIS. And he said, there's the obvious great concern that because of the condition of the border, from the standpoint of it not being secure and us not knowing who's penetrating across, that individuals from ISIS or other terrorist states could be crossing the border. I think there's a very real possibility that they may have already used that. Of course there is. Of course there is. And when they say that they're going to now start a war in Syria, but they're going to leave our border wide open, they're going to start that war in Syria because they want to do everything to protect us. Obama is creating a low-hanging fruit option for the GOP in the next presidential election. And of course, one of the people that is poised to take advantage of that is Rick Perry. Perhaps that explains why they had this phony indictment. Of course, there are many things that he could have been indicted for, especially the Gardasil situation, not only a violation of people's liberties and rights to make that an executive order that 12-year-olds would have to take a vaccine for a sexually transmitted disease, something that had documented problems with it, and of course, the ethical considerations of someone that had been chief in his staff, then being a drug rep for the only company that provided that vaccine that he was requiring by executive order. That clearly should have been investigated. That was given a pass. Yet they're coming after him for using his veto. And he was indicted just 2 days ago, and John Bound has this report.
Governor Rick Perry was booked in the Travis County Jail today for 2 felony counts of abuse of power. All of this because he refused $7.5 million to the office of the Travis County DA after Rosemary Lemberg was caught driving under the influence back in 2013.
You think I'm not going to pull over?
No, I'm aware of who you are, ma'am.
So I went to a friend's house tonight.
Okay.
Had a couple of drinks. I am not drunk.
Governor Perry spoke to the crowd for 5 minutes.
I'm here today because I believe in the rule of law. And I'm here today because I did the right thing. I'm going to enter this courthouse with my head held high, knowing the actions that I took were not only lawful and legal, but right. And if I had to do so, I would veto funding for the Public Integrity Unit again. You think any governor, Democrat or Republican, would expect this important unit with jurisdiction over state officials be led by someone who lives up to the highest standards of conduct and personal integrity? And this issue is far bigger than me. It's about the rule of law. It's about the Constitution that allows not just a governor, but every citizen to speak their mind free of political interference or legal intimidation. This indictment is nothing short of an attack on the constitutional powers of the office of governor. There are important, fundamental issues at stake, and I will not allow this attack on our system of government to stand. I'm gonna fight this injustice with every fiber of my being. And we will prevail. And we'll prevail because we're standing for the rule of law.
Returning 10 minutes later to the crowd, Perry now faced a maximum penalty of 99 years in prison.
As required by law, I reported to the county authorities a few minutes ago, and I want to take a moment and just say thank you to the sheriff's deputies and for the great professionalism that they showed me just now. Let me be clear. It is our system of constitutional checks and balances that is being challenged here today. This prosecution would seek to erode the power of all Texas governors, Republican or Democrat, to veto legislation and funding that they deem inappropriate. It is a chilling restraint on the right of free speech. The actions that I took were lawful, they were legal, and they were proper. This indictment is fundamentally a political act that seeks to achieve at the courthouse what could not be achieved at the ballot box. But we don't resolve political disputes or policy differences by indictments. We don't criminalize political or policy disagreements. We will prevail. We will prevail. And we'll prevail because the rule of law will prevail. I remain focused on the work of the people of this state, doing the job I was elected to do, and I will not be distracted by these baseless political charges. Thank you, and God bless you.
John Barron for Infowars.com.
The mission of my office is to see that justice is done.
Travis County's top prosecutor, the DA, driving while intoxicated.
Her blood alcohol level was nearly 3 times the legal limit.
She resisted during the pat-down, a spit mask placed over her head.
The cry is growing for her to step down.
She should resign without question.
DA Lindbergh has said she will not resign. Governor Perry vetoed funding of a specific group within the district attorney's office.
His actions are protected under Texas constitutional law.
I exercise this authority to veto funding for an office whose leadership had lost the public's confidence by acting inappropriately and unethically. I wholeheartedly and unequivocally stand behind my veto.
Well, stay with us. Right after the break, we're going to talk about self-driving cars, or we could say computer-driven cars, or robot cars. Are you going to have a car that essentially throws your life away in order to save the lives of 5 people in another car? There are going to be ethical trade-offs. We're going to talk about that right after the break.
This is Alex Jones for InfoWarsLife.com. The latest in preparedness is now here. An electrically stabilized colloidal silver solution that can be added to both your home cabinet and preparedness pack alike. Concentrated to 30 parts per million in what has been dubbed the survival silver solution. The new InfoWars Life Silver Bullet Colloidal Silver is the answer for you and your family. And it's entirely free of toxic artificial additives that are loaded into many products. The InfoWars Life Silver Bullet Silver is so powerful that it is concentrated into a 2-ounce bottle and is not recommended for extended continual use. This is not a low-grade formula. We are working with one of the top laboratory manufacturers in the United States to bring you the best form of colloidal silver using electrical processes within a base of deionized water for your preparedness storage. For your home kitchen, purchase your bottle of InfoWarsLife.com Silver Bullet Colloidal Silver today and find other amazing supplements at InfoWarsLife.com. Alex Jones here to tell you about how you can help spread liberty worldwide while also enjoying what I have found to be the best tasting 100% organic coffee on the planet. For more than a decade, my favorite coffee has come from the high mountains of southern Mexico, where the Chiapas farmers grow their unique shade-grown Arabica beans. We have now managed to secure these sought-after beans in a highly customized blend. Discover and try a bag of the Patriot Blend 100% organic coffee at InfoWarsLife.com. This coffee gives you a long, smooth pick-me-up for hours without the headaches and heartburn that so many other coffees give me personally. Hands down, this is my favorite coffee, and it's taken us years to secure connections directly to the Chiapas Mexican farmers. Drop by the site today, order a bag or two, and I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Available in original or with our Immune Support Infusion Blend. You will be supporting a free press, all the while enjoying a truly great-tasting cup of my favorite coffee. Available at InfoWarsLife.com.